You're watching Pulse for the 3rd of March, and it's once again time for some Diablo news. In this week's episode, we take a look at the latest signs of release courtesy of Jay Wilson, the first European wave of Diablo 3 beta invites, the latest Diablo 3 development update, this one on class skills, and more. Let's get straight to the news. First up, Daxari was recently tasked with sending the community a message from Jay Wilson, and this message was actually posted to clarify some uncertainty about the game being close to finished. Now, there was actually only uncertainty because of a certain sarcastic blue post that some people took way too seriously, but the message from Jay Wilson reveals that the Diablo 3 release date will be announced in the near future. This was purposefully not worded in Blizzard's typical soon or when it's ready, and that alone is a really good sign. Also in this message, we were told that Blizzard want us to have high expectations for Diablo 3 and all Blizzard games. That's what pushes them to try and make the best gaming experience they possibly can for us. If Diablo 3 wasn't a worthy next installment in the Diablo series, they wouldn't release it. It's as simple as that. That's the way they do it, and that's the way they've always done it. I can definitely respect that. But let's hope it doesn't come to that and they deem it worthy and ready for release soon. Not Blizzard soon, real soon. Along with this message from Jay Wilson, a lot of people are speculating on when the release date could possibly be announced. Is it going to be at a big event, or is Blizzard just going to randomly announce it out of the blue? Some people are thinking that it could be at CeBIT 2012, there's no reason for it not to be there. Some are saying, well, they're giving beta keys away there, why would they announce the release date and give beta keys away? That could actually just be because most Blizzard betas run till just before the launch of the game, so that doesn't really rule CeBIT 2012 out. Do you guys think we could see it at CeBIT? It is definitely a big enough event, and there's a lot of Blizzard stuff going on there, including the StarCraft tournament, and as I mentioned, Diablo will be playable there. So it is quite possible. If you were wondering, CeBIT is starting on March the 6th, and it runs all the way till the 10th. So there's plenty of time there. If you're interested, you can read the full message from Jay Wilson below, and read a bit more about CeBIT as well. And be sure to give me your best guess of a release date announcement below. I'm keen to hear what you guys think. Now for our next piece of news, if you absolutely can't wait till release, and you live somewhere in Europe, then you may well have gotten lucky already. The first European wave of Diablo 3 beta invites is underway. Blizzard let us know that the client is currently only available in English, with German and French becoming available at a later date. In addition to selecting players from those who have opted in via their Battle.net accounts, they'll also be providing keys through beta promotions and giveaways. If you think a couple of weeks back, it's very similar to how the US guys got their big waves of beta keys. Suddenly, keys were everywhere, and it wasn't actually even that hard to get one. For a while at least, and then it was just as tough as ever before. There isn't much else to say about this other than that Blizzard have a nice tidy list of fan site beta key giveaways for you to have a look at. If you're still looking for one, now's your chance. They also warn us that you've got to still be wary of those phishing attempts. If you believe you've been invited to the beta, rather log into your account management page and check there. Don't click on those links in the emails. Even if it looks like it comes from Blizzard, you never know. Sadly, Blizzard didn't mention how many keys they sent out or are sending out, but I'm sure that at least a few of you got lucky. Right? Well, if you didn't, then you better check the description below this video for the links to those giveaways. And while you're at it, you can check the official post on the community site out too. I will just add that it's good to see the rest of the world getting some beta love from Blizzard, seeing that we're all equally eager for Diablo 3. Anyway, read more about that below. In our next piece of news, back on the 25th of February, Blizzard released a Diablo 3 in development update, this one on class skills. Starting with this post, they're going to be showing off some new, some improved, and some previously unseen class skills that we'll get to use to slaughter our way through Diablo 3's act. The skills they're going to be spotlighting are drawn from a variety of classes and levels, and most of them aren't available in the Diablo 3 beta, as you can probably tell. They've decided to showcase only base skills unaffected by runes, but their rune variants are no less explosive and I'm sure no less exciting. One thing Blizzard mentioned here, and this is the one thing that I immediately noticed, was that we should keep our eyes on the environments that these Demon Slain displays take place in too. They tell us that we'll notice a few unfamiliar, exotic locales. That is, if anything, an understatement, and when I was watching the videos, I wasn't even really paying attention to the characters or what they were doing. Not the first time I was watching the videos, at least. If you're as keen as me for the game and you want to see absolutely everything you can before launch, then all of this is definitely worth checking out. But this was actually a post about class skills, wasn't it? Let's have a look at those. For the Barbarian, they feature Ancient Spear, Earthquake, Overpower, and Furious Charge. For the Demon Hunter, Rain of Vengeance, Cluster Arrow, Multi-Shot, and Spike Trap. For the Monk, Serenity, Mantra of Conviction, and Mystic Ally. The Witch Doctor only has Acid Cloud and Big Bad Voodoo, and for the Wizard, Disintegrate, Energy Armor, Familiar, Hydra, Mirror Image, Meteor, and lastly Ray of Frost. I'm obviously not going to be showing you every single skill here, so you're going to have a look at those for yourselves. I would start with the class that you're most interested in, and then just watch all the others after that, because why not? As one extra to this, you can also find updated skill calculators linked below. They are available on the official site, so they're definitely worth having a look at, and they are of the highest quality. This is probably the best way to distract yourself if you're not in the beta yet, but plan on being in it soon. Or it's just a way to torture yourself. Either way, check those out below along with the post that I mentioned before that. Now, before heading into the smalls, something that I thought a lot of you guys would find interesting. Jesse from OMFG Kata and Force from, well, Force Strategy Gaming joined together to take you through the big changes made in the last 13 patches of Diablo 3's beta. Yes. If you want to know what's changed since the very start of the beta, what's better, what's worse, then you can find out in this massive hour-long video. Think of this as an apology from Jesse for not doing more Diablo 3 beta coverage. Hopefully this is the first of many, and I gotta say it was actually pretty entertaining to watch. There's not much more to say about it, you can check it out right here on YouTube. With that done, let's move on to the Diablo 3 smalls. First up, read a message from Mike Morhaime, and this was about the 600 employees that they laid off recently. Check out a new Diablo 3 wallpaper, read about the Portrait of a Champion contest that's coming soon, then read some clarification on basic attacks removal. It wasn't actually removed, it's just not available in the beta right now, if you were wondering. Over at Diablo Fans, you can read the long list of patch 13 class changes. Diablo Inc. gamers have data mined some Battle.net interface images. Right here on YouTube, you can have a look at the latest Diablo cast episode, that's 47, and this focuses on the Blizzard layoffs and the impending release of the game. And lastly, also right here on YouTube, have a look at the Diablo podcast number 60, the beta patch 13 class discussion. Sadly, that's all I have for you in the Diablo news this week. Check back here soon for more. Remember to check the description below this video for all the links that I spoke about, and most importantly, happy hoping for a release date announcement at CeBIT 2012.